All right, good morning. It is right now 6:25 a.m. I usually sleep until about 7 and get up, go for a walk or something outside, then come in, eat my breakfast, and start working around 9. But for some reason, I just couldn't sleep today, so I was sort of tossing and turning for a while. So I decided, why not get up? And I think one of the reasons for it is that I'm very excited about where we're at with the app right now. Um, Yesterday we got very close to matching to users via the server and like actually having the proper full functionality of a user downloading the app, creating an account, logging in, and then being matched automatically with another user, which is pretty cool. And that's something I'm super excited about. So all I want to do now is just get started on that and make sure, or I'm very excited to see that whole process working. So that's what we're going to continue on today. So the next thing that we're going to do, because now it seems like the server side stuff works and we've tested the server on the server. So now what we need to do is we need to basically rewrite the front end a little bit to make sure that it calls these new functions, which we're going to use Grok for because Grok wrote the backend stuff. Okay, so here comes a bit of a test to see if this now works, because as you can see here, we're looking or finding a match, looking for a match. So now I've connected my phone and we're going to run it on my phone to see if when we also have the phone running, will they be matched together, which should be the case. So we'll see. It's building. And it says looking for a match. So now the question is, will they be matched at some point? Okay, this is actually the day after, and because I had to run yesterday suddenly, but it's all fine. It's just I had to run, and yeah. So anyway, where we were yesterday, we ran the thing, and it seems like it works. It's looking for a user, but sign in again. Exhausted heap space, trying to allocate 64 bytes. I'm not sure what that means. Out of memory. All right. So anyway, it kept looking for a user, but it just didn't find anything. And I'm not sure why it didn't find anything, but it didn't find anything. Okay, it seems like it's just out of evacuation. Fail host lookup. Node name or server name not provided or not known. Okay, it seems like it's just been running here in the back ever since yesterday. Let's see if we can cancel it and then run it again from the absolute start. But yeah, it seems like it's able to get put into the queue, I think, the user. So the user connects to the thing, starts looking for someone else to talk to, and what happens then on the server side is that the user gets put into a queue until we find a compatible user. But even though I was running it on 2 devices, we didn't actually find another user. So there was a user available, but we didn't find it. So I'm not sure what that means, but it seems like the actual connection to the backend works. So now we just need to figure out the backend to make sure that they actually do connect to users. Okay, finding a match. That's where we ended up yesterday. It was just looking for a match, didn't find anyone. So we can have a look at the logs, I think. Okay, so this is now, and report request ID, join matchmaking connection, enqueued user and request ID. Okay, and let's run it on this app to see if anything, or on this phone to see if anything changes. Okay, so what we can see is that we can see that user, so we can see that user 5F04 joins matchmaking here. And then we can see that user 608 joins matchmaking. And then we can see that they are enqueued. And we can see that this one is enqueued as well. But then nothing happens. It doesn't seem like anything else happens. I don't know if there's... Right now we're on the WebSocket handler function. So it could be that we need to go to the matchmaker function. But we're going to paste this into Mr. Grok. Actually, we're gonna see here, just to see if we do create a call. We did create a call, 17, so it was created on the 17th. We can delete that because that's not today. And we go to user, man, woman. They're both available, they're both online, they're not in a current call. So it seems like nothing updates here, which is a good thing because that means that we just need to write the code to actually do that, I think. But let's just see if it has been called several times here today. So let's see the latest one that was called. Okay, so here we have some sort of error. All right, so I abandoned Grok because Grok seems to not be able to solve this. And then I just sent a really long message of all the code pretty much to ChatGPT. And we're going to see what it says. When you send that first action connect message, API gateway sees a route connect, but you haven't actually defined a connect route or a default catch-all, so it immediately returns a forbidden before it even reaches your Lambda. To fix that, you have two options: define a connect route in your WebSocket API. Or drop the custom connect action entirely and rely on a built-in on your Okay, so we actually have now created a connection with man, and that's the profile picture. We have that connection here as well, but I haven't rerun the app because I don't want to do that yet. What I want to do is I want to just quickly change so that we have the UI looking the way that it should, which I hope that ChatGPT can do now. And I think it can, but we're gonna just have to see. So wait. And then we'll paste whatever ChatGPT wrote. Hopefully it works. Rerun it. And now you can see we actually have a profile picture, man, but instead man should actually be up here and not down there. So we're gonna have to tell it that as well. This is kind of interesting because ChatGPT does a really good job of helping me fix the bigger issues, but Grok does a better job of actually understanding the code, if that makes sense, because Grok actually changed the name up here automatically to be waiting or to be whatever the name is supposed to be. But ChatGPT just keeps this name the same. It doesn't have the intuition, I guess, or the, what would you even call that? Like, in Sweden we call it allmänbildning. It's like general knowledge to understand, like, well, it probably shouldn't say Cal up there. It should probably say the name of the user that we want to connect to. But right now, ChatGPT just assumes that, well, he wants it to be Cal, so we'll keep it as Cal. Okay, copy this code, delete. All right, now it actually says man up there, which is a name, and we have the voice thing. We also have the profile picture blurred, and this is not the standard profile picture that we've seen before. It's actually a picture that I uploaded from my phone, which is quite cool. So now I'm going to try to press leave just to see that we can leave these things, and then we'll rerun it and see. I'm not sure if when we're rerunning it now if this is going to work, but maybe it will work and we'll create a connection, but otherwise we'll see what happens. Right now it just said this is what ChatGPT created. Literally just a circular progress bar waiting until we actually get a connection, which doesn't look that good. And I feel like Grok would have done a better job of this, but either way, we're gonna wait for a bit. I think there might be a problem with the fact that we have the matchmaking lock here, where we set a lock for the matchmaking, and this lock isn't updated even when the user exits out of the app, which it should be. matchmaking lock. So what I had to do was I had to delete the users. So delete 2 items, yes. And then rerun the apps. Set the name to be woman, birth date, this, profile picture, flowers, next, gender, woman, wants a man, is in New York, next, da da da. Okay, we're not going to press finish yet, but we're going to do the same thing here. Man, birth date, same, profile picture. Actually, let's add a different profile picture just to test it. No, we'll use this one. Next. Okay, and then we'll press finish at the same time. Joining matchmaking, we can see down here. Okay, we'll try to rerun the app again. All right, I'm not entirely sure what's happening here, but we did get it to work just before. So we did actually connect two users, which is a major step in the right direction. This seems to be a bigger problem or bigger thing to solve than I thought it was going to be. But I'm very excited because like this, we're getting again, like it is so close to being like a functional app, which I think is so cool. But I don't really know what the problem is right now. I think there is a problem with the fact that when we with the matchmaking lock, I think is doing something right now. I also think there's some issue with creating a call in the call table, because when we go here, we can see that field caller ID cannot be set to null since it's a required field. Unable to serialize value of type AWS date time for created field app. So these things are an issue, I think. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the reason for it is, but created at maybe either way, I'm not really sure what the problem is, but I think there's something with writing to the backend at some stage that we're like stopping something and then restarting it in the wrong place. So like I think the user is set to be unavailable or not ready, or some other error is occurring that we don't handle, and we need to handle it. Okay, either way, we're gonna have to stop for today and come back on Wednesday with the next update. I really feel like I'm so close, but I'm not quite there yet. So, and I think at this point, like 3 hours in today, there's no use continuing. We're just gonna have to stop, come back the next day, and hopefully just solve it pretty easily, but we'll see. All right, thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.